Good morning, students. Today we will be starting the third unit, and in the 1 hour class, I will be completing the second unit. And last topic I will be giving as an assignment. Okay, that I will be telling it in the class. And today we will be entering into the third unit, where we'll be talking about in the first topic in the third unit is we'll be talking is hyper competition. I think everybody would have heard about what is actually competition, but hyper competition. Nowadays, it is most of the products we talk about only uh, not just competition or not even high competition. We will be going only for hyper competition nowadays. We'll be talking about hyper competition tactics for disruption. Okay, so this is actually what is the general meaning actually. It is an environment characterized by intense and rapid competitive moves in which competitors must move quickly to build advantages and erode the advantages of their rivals actually. That is the main thing. So it is an actually characterized by intense and rapid competitive moves in which competitors must move quickly. So the competitors will be moving quickly to build advantages and erode the advantages of their rivals. This is what it is called as hyper competition, where competitors should be matching their rival company. That is what here we talk. That is called as hyper competition. So, in simple manner, competitors must give an equal weightage, or they should give equal contribution to the leaders who is leading. Whatever they are doing, they will be trying to match, make it up. What are all the changes they are doing, they also will try to do it very fast in simple language, if I want to tell. And it speed ups the dynamic strategy interactions among competitors. So where what are all the ways we can handle situations in between, if there is any changes either related to price changes or new product or additional features from the same company or from the same product, everything we can talk about here in the dynamic strategic interactions with the competitors. And it also will be talking about it is the process of continuously generating new competitive advantages and destroying and then obsoleting or neutralizing the opponent's competitive advantage. So they'll be talking about either generating new competitive advantages, and also either they'll be destroying the competitor or they make them obsolete, silent, or neutralize the opponent's competitive advantage. So these are all the things you will be learning actually better than us know. You will be seeing in the market in a live manner when you are entering into any jobs. So thereby they create disequilibrium, destroying perfect competition and disrupting the status quo of the marketplace. So after seeing the slides or listening to the audio whichever I am posting, I think most of them you will be having some doubts. If you're having any doubts, please call me. I can clarify it. Okay. So they can they thereby they will be creating disequilibrium. So when they are destroying the competitors or making them obsolete, no. So perfect competition also will be destroyed and the status quo will be disrupted in the marketplace. So what are all the strategies in the hyper competition era? No. So vision for disruption, capabilities of for disruption, and tactics for disruption. So vision, how you are going to disrupt your competitors in different ways, and what are all the competitors, what are all the capabilities for disruption we are having, and what is the tactics we are going to apply for disruption for the competitive companies, and vision for disruption. So here we'll be talking about envisioning the envisioning disruptions that create superior stakeholder satisfaction. Then using strategic soothsaying as a means of seeing and creating opportunities for disruption. So here, envisioning disruptions means actually where you can the superior stakeholder satisfaction you can create. So you can talk about customers, you can talk about employees, and then you will be talking about a means of saying and creating opportunities for disruption. So how we can disrupt the competitive, you will be planning well in advance actually. And the capabilities, no, in in what speed we can make the competitors destroy or make them obsolete, whatever if you want you can do. And you should also have the capability to create surprise opponents. Immediately you should take some decisions and immediately you should launch in the market, either for pricing or features, whichever it is. And tactics, no. So what are all the rules of shifting the rules of competition? Then using signals. So these are all the things we'll be seeing one by one. So I don't know I'm going so fast. Using signals to influence future dynamic strategic interaction, then executing simultaneous and sequential strategic thrusts. So these points are not we'll be discussing in an elaborate manner in the coming slides. So vision for disruption. So first thing, no, a superior stakeholder satisfaction is the key to winning each dynamic strategy interaction with the competitors. So I told, no, satisfying your customers. So how far this is what here satisfying your understanding of how to satisfy your customers. That is the main thing you should do. That is the main thing of superior stakeholder satisfaction, because superior stakeholder means for all the companies, customer is a superior stakeholder. So you can develop that process for or develop new advantages, or you can go for undermining those of competitors. What they are doing begins with an understanding of how to satisfy the customers. Then by discovering ways to satisfy customers, the company can identify its next move to seize the initiative. So if you're satisfying, no, what is the next step we can do in that particular category? And it is not only going for satisfaction, by even going for empowering internal customers. That is what, by empowering employees, the company can gain in sorry, the company can gain internal motivation and vision needed to carry out these moves. So not only customers, here you're talking about employees, means empowering employees means internal employees of the customer should be satisfied, so that uh, you can do whatever the vision. If you are planning, no, you can work out to that particular strategies. And then what is strategic soothsaying? It is a process of seeking out new knowledge, okay, for predicting or even creating new temporary windows. For why we are doing is because competitors will eventually enter, but they will not be served by anyone else. That is what here, okay, even though they are creating anything new, no, so better than them, you can go for creatively combining products. So it only many products, no, nowadays when you go and purchase any one, you go and purchase any one Tamil magazine. With that, they are giving additional extras. Why they are doing it? Because their competitor is doing. So apart from that, if anything supplementary is being given, so they are planning in that supplementary itself what specialty we can give. So that is what you can go for, the creatively combining products. For that only I am talking here. Then understanding trends in the business environment. So that if you are understanding, no, you can open up new opportunities, and also you can serve new customer also in the market with the existing capabilities of the firm. So that is what, keeping on thinking with the new strategies, adding some features or combine products, whichever if you want you can talk about. Then second type is capabilities for disruption. So in what speed we are going to disrupt the competitor, and what surprise you're going to give it to the competitors. Like that only we'll be talking here. The speed and surprise are needed to take advantage for the opportunities here. Because no, I told sometimes Coke and Pepsi, they were very big companies in their field. Actually, Coke, if you say, they are called as market leader, and Pepsi is a market challenger. That is for the entire world. But for India, no, Pepsi is a market leader according to Indian market. Pepsi is the market leader and Coke is a challenger. So how far they are going to take speed decisions related to market, and surprisingly they should attack their competitors in any angle, I'm telling. And it is also a speed is also a key part of competitive advantage. Why means it enhances the ability to serve customers and to choose the moment in time. So here also there is an example, a, as a first mover or a fast follower, whichever the thing you want, you can take it. Okay, either you want to be a first server or a first mover, or you should be a fast follower. Either thing you should do. And the surprise is also crucial. What is the reason? Because immediately you will be launching it in the market. Immediately, by stunning them with a surprise attack. So this is called, actually, even in strategies, they will be talking about one particular attack called gorilla attack also, you can tell. So immediately they will stop, not stop, immediately they will be launching in the market without any analysis. Suddenly they will analysis they will do, but competitor might be thinking that after 1 month they will be launching, but you will be launching the next day. So these are all is surprise actually. And why we are creating this surprise? Because if you're doing it, you can go for strong position, and also you can make gains before the competition responds. And tactics, what are all the tactics you're going to do it for? Disruption, shifting the rules. Best example, shifting the rules of competition. I want, I'll tell the name here itself. Uh, if you are seeing the full video, immediately you can call by tomorrow by between 11 to 2 o'clock. If anybody else is viewing the video, I'll tell the names now. Then Ganesh is there, then Abhi Yuvaraj, then we can talk about Agila. So everybody, what is this actually? I want an example for this. I don't want to tell here. Shifting the rules of competition. So nowadays you are seeing lots of advertisements. Know what they are doing in that advertisement. You can see whether they are following the rule or not. That is what my question is. So if they are following means you should tell. Sorry, if they're not following means you should tell which advertisement it is. If they're not following, so you can redefine the battlefield in the market, and you can shift the rules of the game, and the company will be creating new opportunities to satisfy the customers. And they'll be if they want to satisfy the customers, no, they'll be transforming the industry, such as adopting the personal computer to serve the mainframe. Whichever, here they are talking about computer industry, so you can talk about that particular industry, and you can talk about whichever the thing signals. So you can just, if you tell something, no, immediately your competitor will be doing it sometimes. So you should give signals. So if you are giving signals, no, they'll be telling, okay, verbal announcements of strategic intent or important preludes to the powerful actions. And the signals, no, can stall the actions of competitors or create uncertainty that erodes their will to defend against attacks. So these are all the things are there by giving some signals, no. So what they will be doing if you are doing this thing. So if you are doing like that, they immediately will get. And they can pre-announce or fake aggressive offensive moves. These are all the thing will be happening. If anybody else is asking doubt now, I'll give one live example, not live example. From one film, I can tell these examples and all. But you should see the slide or the video which I am posting. So according to that, you can ask questions which film and all I will tell. So, so competitors what they will be doing, and some simultaneous and sequential strategic thrusts. So simultaneous and sequential strategic thrust, no, they will be using it for actions designed to stun or confuse competitors. So just to confuse competitors, no, they'll be doing some unwanted things. So some stunt. So in Tamil they'll be telling, no, something they'll be showing bawla pandra, like that I'm telling, stunning, or erode those of competitors. So in traditional strategic actions are being treated one at a time, but actions in hyper competition are used in combinations that are difficult to unravel and difficult to defend against. So previously and all people were following some norms, but nowadays due to heavy competition, no, they are difficult to unravel it and also to difficult to defend. Very unpredictable markets nowadays. So that only they are following this hyper competition strategies and all. And by manipulating competitors' uh, reactions using a series of simultaneous or sequential actions, they result in initiating company's advantage. So sometimes you will be manipulating it and you will be talking about what is it they are doing, and according to that what you are going to react. Everything you can talk here. So hypermarket is the present strategy in the market for the competitors and the leaders, what they should do in the market. So first thing is actually, if you want to see uh, 3 points, you please remember: vision for disruption, and capabilities of disruption, and tactics for disruption. So, and vision for disruption, superior stakeholder satisfaction, and strategic soothsaying. And for capability, speed and surprise, and tactics, shifting the rules, then by giving some signals and by giving simultaneous and sequential strategic thrusts. So with this, I think this itself is very lengthy. So please view the video and give some comments and give some likes. Okay, thank you students.